Good morning, my beautiful soul tribe. This is Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. I am here. I'm going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, collective energies. You may or may not be in connection with each other. We're just going to see. I just want to see the general energies that we're dealing with in the feminine energy and the energies that we're dealing with in the masculine energy, and just see what Spirit wants to bring up for us today, okay? Before we get started, I just want to tell you thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for sharing your stories in the comment section. I love you guys so very much. Let's go ahead and ground ourselves, and then we'll get started. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to bring up for the collective today. Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels and ancestors, thank you for the opportunity to connect with my collective's energies in regards to the divine feminine, the divine masculine energies. Please bring forward a message for the energies that you would like to highlight for our collective. Any advice that you have for us, or encouragement, truth, or clarity that you would like to bring in. I ask that you connect me with the highest vibrational frequency as I discern these messages and bring forward the advice you have for us. Thank you, thank you. Archangel Michael, please put a white light of divine protection around myself, my collective, and this reading. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It's in the energy of Christ that I come before you. Amen. All right, let's see. So I'm just going to break into the energies and just kind of build a reading, see what Spirit wants to bring up for us, okay? All right. For the Divine Feminine Collective, Spirit, what is the energy that the Divine Feminine Collective is currently moving in, or dealing with, or transmuting? What is the energies for the Divine Feminine Collective that you'd like to talk about? Ooh, the Sun Dancers. Yay, Divine Feminine. Yay. We have joyful activities, celebration of life, and abundance. That's what I'm talking about. Cha-ching. I'm hearing cha-ching in my head. Okay, Divine Feminine, you go, girl. You go. What about for the Divine Masculine energies? What about the Divine Masculine's energies? Divine Masculine? What? Okay. The Dreamwalker, dreams, the collective good, and breaking free from illusion. Yes, I'm loving these energies, guys. Oh, it's a big sigh of relief, right? We've been working so hard collectively, purging some stuff, grounding ourselves, praying, getting prayed up, doing all the hard work, right? Transmuting all this energy. So beautiful, feminine. We're in this energy of joy, right? Celebrating life, abundance, working on abundance, receiving abundance. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about, where should I go, Spirit? Hold on one second. Where do you want me to go, Spirit? Okay, we're gonna dig, but I wanna, they're drawing me to my ancestor deck, y'all. Okay, so let me just go to this ancestor deck and pull a little bit more energy, and then we'll dig into the story of each energy. All right, let me just build the energy up real quick here. Okay, Spirit, so in regards to the Divine Feminine Sun Dancer energy, what can we add to this energy, please? The Divine Feminine Sun Dancer energy. Ancestors, elder, okay, yes, Divine Feminine, you did it, girl, is what I'm hearing. You did it. You've broken free from so many ancestral patterns, so many generational, I don't even like to call them curses, but that's what society's calling them, like these generational patterns, karmic patterns within your lineage. Okay, you've moved beyond your ancestral patterns. You're listening to your elder spirits, your elder guides. Okay, and so you're moving into a time of beautiful celebration, feminine, beautiful celebration. And we're going to look at this time of celebration in just a moment. All right, so the masculines are the dream walkers, okay? So masculines are currently, I feel like masculine, you're currently like aligning your dreams. It's almost like these masculines are realizing that it's okay to dream for themselves, right? It's okay to dream for myself, I'm hearing. It's okay to go after my passion. It's okay to break free from the illusions of society, of being this provider for everyone but myself, right? Tell me about the dream walker. Okay, your ancestors, yeah, masculine shedding old skin. Beautiful, that's what I'm feeling. So masculines, you're breaking free from the illusion of responsibility. I'm not saying you're not being responsible, you are. Right, but it's like you're expanding your wisdom, your knowledge on what it means. It's like you've been taught that you have to show up, but for you to fully show up for others, masculine, you have to first show up for yourself, right? You've got to walk in your own fulfillment of your dreams here for the whole good, for the collective good, for the good of all. So you've been breaking free from illusions, shedding old skin. We're going to look at that in just a moment, okay? All right, feminine, let's look at this joyful activity. I'm excited. Joyful activity. Let's add some more energy. Okay. So, and then we'll look at these patterns y'all broke in just a minute. But let me just get something on joyful activity, and then we'll look at the patterns. And then we'll go back to the joyful activity. All right, so tell me about joyful activities for the Divine Feminine. Okay, envy. Okay, there's a lot of people watching you that are envious. Okay, whether they're telling you this or not, Divine Feminine, be aware. You've got people watching you that are jealous of how far you've come, jealous of your strength. Okay, jealous that you're doing the damn thing. I'm hearing, yeah, because you've walked away, but you've walked away from these energies, right? And you're going to continue to walk away, but you're walking away with peace and love in your heart, right? You're recognizing these people for who they are in your life, or where you're seeing what direction they're coming from, I'm hearing. And you have no qualms about walking away from these envious, jealous energies, right? You've also had to transmute that energy within self, that energy of envy within self, and leave that behind in order to accept your abundance, okay? And to just celebrate every day, every moment. You're celebrating life. Okay, and that's beautiful. So you're being celebrated for walking away from envious energies, Divine Feminine. That's why you're being celebrated. Okay, you're not holding yourself in this lower vibration here, or with anyone who is not supporting you. If they're not on your team, if they're not rooting for you, right? If they're causing blocks in your path, you have the strength to walk away from those energies, and you do it like a boss, I'm hearing. Yeah. Strategy. Okay. You're following you and your guide's plan right now, I'm hearing from that card, okay? You've had a lot of envious energy strategizing how to hold you back, but you're not listening to them, right? You're following the sun, right? You're following what makes you happy. You're walking away for your own happiness here, okay? These envious energies that have been strategizing to keep you stuck or to hold you back. It's like Spirit shined a lot. Spirit like put a spotlight on those energies in your life, right? So once they spotlight those energies, it's up to you. The next step was the ball was in your court. It's up to you. Well, we showed you who these energies are. Now, what are you going to do about it? Okay, that was your testing moment. Are you going to stay in? Are you going to hold yourself, right, to this certain pattern with these energies? Are you going to hold yourself and hold your own happiness, your own dreams back? Are you going to break free and walk away from these energies, not with resentment in your heart, not with aggression, not with victim mentality, but with joy and peace and unconditional love? That was the major test for the Divine Feminine, I'm seeing, okay? Not to play into the plans of these envious energies, but to follow your north node. That's what I'm hearing. Follow your north node. Follow the joy, the happiness, the celebration of life. and stick to the plan that you made with your guides before you incarnated here. And so you have done that, feminine. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Masculine, let's look at your energies of shedding old skin. Tell me about the masculine's energy of shedding old skin. Oh. Okay, it's about your abundance, masculine, that energy of provision I'm hearing. Okay? Your blossoming abundance. So masculines are definitely working on their abundance right now. And they're being patient. So they're working on their patience, they're working on their roots, their abundance. What is the old skin these masculines had to shed? What was the old skin? Okay, the way that they moved in romance, the door to romance, that's the old way, right? The way they view romance, the way they move in romance, the way they give and receive love in regards to romance, their perceptions of love and romance. What does that mean? That's what that's what Spirit's been working on the masculines in regards to, okay? Sorry, y'all. I like to, if y'all notice I touch my cards a lot, that's because I pick up the energy when I put my hands on them like this. So you'll see me playing around with my cards quite a bit. I'm sorry if that's annoying, but that's just, I'm a touchy-feely type of person, and so I like to touch the energy. So that's what you're seeing me do. But anyways, so masculines, you're being patient right now. You've learned a lot of patience during the process of your awakening, I'm hearing, okay? You're focusing on your abundance. You're growing. These masculines are growing. They're planting seeds for their abundance currently as they're going through their awakening and shedding these old skins around romance, okay? The energy that they put into romance, the energy that they expect in return from their romantic encounters. They're shedding the old skin of just accepting these fly-by-night sexual encounters, and they're looking for something with more sustenance, more depth to it. The divine masculines are. Anything else on the masculine? Okay, yeah. They've had to fight for this. These are masculines who looked at romance as a war zone before, I'm getting, right? They looked at romance in the past as you win or I win kind of thing, right? They were hostile. Very hostile when it came to romance. Maybe their perception of the feminine was hostile at one time too, but that's what they're coming out of, divine feminine. I feel like a lot of these masculines were actually some of these jealous energies too, and so you probably received a lot of hostile energies from these masculines, but it's like this energy of admiration but jealousy. But they're coming out of that. Spirit's been working on them to show them, you know, now instead of, yes, they still admire you, feminine, for your strength, okay? Because, feminine, you don't let these masculines slide. You're going to speak the truth to them, always. And a lot of them aren't used to that. They're used to these karmic feminines who will coddle them and, you know, feel less than and just tell them what they want to hear kind of thing. Because I don't want to lose you, masculine. So let me tell you what you want to hear, even though I don't agree with it, even though it puts me down, even though it doesn't support our relationship. Let me just tell you what you want to hear so I don't lose whatever you're providing here for me. Like, that's what they're used to. Divine feminine. These masculines come across you and they're already like feeling, their ego has been fed by these karmics so much that they're in this warlike energy, this hostile energy when it comes to feminines, because they think they got all the power because these karmics have given them the power, but it's been an illusion. And that's why they got illusions on this card, right? It's been an illusion. So they come across a divine feminine who has a game plan for her happiness, her joy. She's loving on herself. She's willing to let these masculines be part of her path, right? But it's a partnership. I'm not going to sit here and feed your ego, this feminine's saying. I'll walk away. I'm not one of these jealous energies who's going to sit here and coddle you and tell you what you want to hear or play myself down so that you don't walk away. I'm going to tell you goodbye, pray for the best for you, go out into the hostile world. You had the bosom of the divine feminine to love and care for you. But if you're not ready for that kind of relationship, I send you off with love is what I'm hearing, okay? And that's how it is. And so these masculines are seeing the difference between the feminine, the divine feminine's energies versus these karmic energies in regards to romance, okay? And so now, the ones who have woken up to this realization that just because someone's feeding my ego doesn't mean that they mean the best for me, right? These ones feeding these masculines' egos usually have an ulterior motive in the first place. Why are they why else would they be putting themselves on the back burner here to feed this masculine's ego if they wasn't expecting something in return from this masculine kind of thing, right? Anyways, so these masculines are they're starting to see through the illusion between the karmic and the divine energy is what I'm getting here. Okay, and that's actually, yeah, because look feminine, because you speak up and you expect this masculine to elevate. Okay, you're not going to change your rituals or stop the action in your own life just for a possibility, right? You're not going to let this masculine steal your power. You're going to continue to grow and set your intentions. Okay, these karmics who don't want to rebel, they're feeding these masculines' egos because they want to be pampered. So they try to keep the peace, but it's a mask, right? They're just worried about their physical bodies and what they can receive in the physical. They don't feel beautiful in themselves. So, right? They don't want to give up some type of time. Okay, so it's like these they don't want to surrender the time that they have ease in their life, right? These karmic energies, whether it's a female or a male energy, because males are karmic too, right? These karmic energies, they're coddling when they're telling you what you want to hear, it's because they're getting something from you, divine collective, some kind of ease. They're taking your time, right? That's why they're surrendering for something in return. They don't see the beauty in themselves, so it's like they see your beauty, and when they're with you, they feel beautiful, but that's because they're mimicking your energy. You're teaching them. Well, that's good, but anyways. So, yeah, they want to be pampered, so they're not speaking up. They're not being authentic. They're not being the rebel. We're meant to be rebels. Okay? It says it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. These karmics don't know how to do that, so they're like latching on to the divine collective, right? Because they have no confidence to stand on their own feet, and that's okay. When you have a karmic latched on to you, it's because they're there to learn from you, right? Collective, they're there to see how it's done, to witness it firsthand. I'm hearing, so let it be what it is, but Spirit's giving you guys the ability to spotlight who these energies are. Before, I feel like they snuck up on you, right? You didn't realize they were a karmic energy until you got into the thick of things. Now, as soon as someone comes into your path that's moving in this karmic energy, it's like your radar goes off. You're like, okay. And they could be in karmic/divine energy when they're in the middle of the awakening, right? They could have some aspects of themselves that are coinciding with your own divine energy, but then they have these few hostile karmic energies still that they're working through, right? So we don't judge, but just be aware. Be aware of the energies. Believe your intuition when your spotlight, when your radar starts going off to show you, and then act accordingly, right? If it's something that you think you can deal with and you can help someone work through, then that's what you're supposed to do. But if it's a hostile energy or an energy that is only going to bring you down, the best bet is to go ahead and set up boundaries, give advice from afar, okay, kind of thing. But anyways, so let's talk about this joyful activity. So that's the energies. There's the advice or whatever for the energies. So feminine, you got some joyful activity coming in here. Let's see. I think the reason is because you've balanced out these emotions. So I want to see what emotions you've balanced. Okay, Divine Feminine. That deck. Hold on one second. Let me find the deck I'm looking for here. Okay. Where is it? I think it's... Oh, it's way in the pile over here, guys. Hold on one second. I got cards everywhere, y'all, and that's not a bad thing. I love my cards. I love getting new decks. Love, 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 love new decks. So if you guys have any suggestions of decks you would like me to add to these readings, just let me know. And I would love to add them. Or if you want to send me a deck, that would be a beautiful blessing. If you'd like to send a deck for me to incorporate in these readings, please just let me know and I'll send you an address to send those to. Anyways, okay, Spirit. So, the Divine Feminine, you're in joyful activity, celebrating your life and your abundance because you've done some emotional balance, some spiritual alchemy, I'm hearing. So tell me about this energy for the Sunday. Yeah, your feelings, because you've balanced out your feelings. You've changed, Divine Feminine. You've changed the way that you move through your feelings. You've changed the way that you express your feelings. You've balanced your emotions, and that's beautiful. You're no longer emotionally triggered. It says emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear Divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. You own your feelings, right? That's what you've changed. You feel your feelings, you own your feelings, and you don't let those feelings hold you down or hold you back or right? Your feelings you're realizing your feelings, they come and they go, but they don't define who you are. They don't define the reality of your situations, right? Change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. And you've also surrendered, right? So don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. So this is you being brave and courageous, Divine Feminine, right? To follow divine guidance, to follow your spiritual guidance, and to face your feelings every step of the way, not allowing the triggers of those feelings to define your reality or to steal your joy or to make you feel unbalanced in love. You continue to be your beautiful, loving self, high vibrational, optimistic, searching for the Most High's way. Right? So let's look at the masculine. What are these hostilities in regards to masculine? Masculines have been having to face some hardships, hardship energies. So some of these masculines are still going through these hardships, and it's to help them purge these energies of hostility, right? I feel like it's their own, but it's these karmics that they still are kind of in touch with right now. So there's still some karmics in the masculine's energy. So the ones who are still tied to these karmics are suffering through some hardships right now, but it's for their highest good. It says, may I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. So masculines, some of the collective's still going through these hostilities because the divine's showing them how to surrender, okay? How to surrender their way for his way. How to shed that old skin. How to break free from the illusions. How to change the way they see romance. And also it's teaching them patience. And in the meantime, even though they're going through these hardships, Spirit's still giving them the instruction and the opportunities to plant seeds for future abundance. So they're abundant in some ways, even though they're going through hardship, is what I'm seeing. What else for the masculine? Yeah, they're abundant and they're focused on their money. These masculines are definitely focusing on their money. Maybe they're getting a lesson in how to truly manifest abundance and money, right? They're coming out of that striving energy into the divine flow, okay? And they're realizing that their money is affected by these karmics that they have in their environment. So if their environment is hostile, if it's full of karmic energy, their money is being affected in a negative way. As they purge these karmic energies and they move away from those energies, right? They're purging their own energetic space, their aura, okay? They're going to start seeing their money improve. They're going to see the blossom. That's why it's blossoming abundance. It's like it's almost like the divine is using like these opportunities around money as like the carrot in front of these masculines to kind of lead them away from these karmic energies. And they're starting to notice the pattern of, oh, okay, so when I have this so-and-so person in my environment, my finances are affected in a negative way. When I start to move away from so-and-so in my environment, you start opening doors of opportunity for me. Okay? So the divine is using it kind of as a training tool for these masculines. It says, all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. So when they come into alignment with divine love, everything's going to blow up for these masculines in a powerful way. All right? I needn't cling to, gain, or fear loss. Right? So the masculines are learning not to cling to their way of striving to gain something, or to holding on to people, places, or things out of the fear of a loss, out of false obligation, okay? It says every need will be met through offering all to the divine. So when they come into this divine alignment, that's when they're truly going to blossom. Yeah, and they got patience again here. So they're learning patience. They've been very impatient, trying to do things their way, okay? But through this situation that they're going through, Spirit's teaching them patience. So impatience says, my life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Okay? Then patience says, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So you could be in your feminine or your masculine energy. It's not based on if you're a female or if you're a male. It's all energy. So, and this could be explained in both. You could be going through all of this, honestly, as one person. This is you balancing your feminine and your masculine energy. So there could be some hardships around money that you've been experiencing, but that's a guide for you. That's a guidepost from the Most High in the physical. It's a physical way to get your attention, to help break you free from the illusion, and to get you in sync with the dreams that you and your team, your spirit team, have for you, okay, in this masculine energy. And as you come into sync, right, as you sync up and you shed the old skin in this masculine energy, okay, you're shedding the old skin, you're gaining new perception around romance, you're becoming more patient, you're moving towards your blossoming abundance. In the feminine energy, it's all about your feelings and so you're being guided by emotions, feminine. Masculine's being guided by finances and dreams. Feminine, you're being guided by balancing your feelings, okay? Being aware of how your feelings, your emotions trigger you, and how you reacted from emotion in the past, and then making the change in your life, not to let your emotions pull you down, not to let your emotions trigger you into, acting impulsively or coming from a space of anger or pain when you make decisions, okay? It's about making balanced decisions and feeling your feelings, yes, but realizing that you are the driver of your car, and your feelings can no longer trigger you and be in control of that driver's wheel, okay? When it comes to where you're moving your vehicle in this life, your vehicle is your body, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's see about the Divine Feminine moving towards abundance now. Guys, I'm going to come on later to do some more readings today. I took the day off because I'm dealing with some issues with my dad and having to make some phone calls and stuff for him. So I took the day off. So I'll be doing a few readings. We're going to finish up our relationship collective zodiac signs a little bit later. All right, so let's see. So feminine, joyful activity. So feminine, you're walking in joy. You're surrounding yourself with those people who bring joy. Yeah, you're open. You're where you were once emotionally closed down, emotionally shut off, emotionally triggered. Okay, some of y'all not sure of how you felt at any given time, because it's like there was just these deep emotions that you were blocking, right? Stuffing down instead of feeling, afraid of them, it was like you were moving, it's like these emotions were triggering Divine Feminine, which made her move impulsively or act irrationally in the past, because you were stuffing them down instead of feeling them in the moment. But as you learn to feel your feelings and you go through this change, you become more open to the universe, more open to life, and that's what you've done. Okay, now you're in this energy of openness, which is a wish fulfillment, which is following your heart in a wish fulfilling type way. This is why you're moving into joy and abundance in your life, because of your openness and your capacity to love. I can't make this up. Your openness and your capacity to love, right? So you're not looking back with resentment or anger or a victim mentality, Divine Feminine. Your capacity to love all has grown. Your openness to all energies, whether they're karmic or divine, right? Your capacity to continue to love and not to be triggered by these energies is what's calling in your abundance and your alignment and you breaking free from generational patterns. You do have these envious energies around you still, and you will continue to have to deal with these envious energies. But it's your reaction that matters, not the fact that there's hostile or envious energies coming at you, but how do you deal with those energies? Are you going to give them the same energy back, of aggression? Are you going to be aggressive with these energies or shut down and victim mentality type towards them? Or are you going to continue to be your beautiful divine self and be an expression of the divine when these energies approach? Be aware of those energies, but continue to have a capacity of love for them, to love them for where they're at, wherever they're at on the path. Continue to be open to these energies and not allowing their energy, okay, to affect you in a negative way, their energy to trigger you in a negative way, their energy to drive your energy, right? Don't let their energy to come in and trigger you and drive your energy or close you down from being who you are, or close you down from the love, the capacity of love that you're giving out in this world, okay? So what's coming in regards to abundance for Divine Feminine? What is the abundance? Is it financial? What is this? Your personal transformation. The more you transform, the more abundant you're going to become here, Divine Feminine. Right? Just continue to walk and continue to transform yourself moment by moment, insight by insight, okay? Test by test, right? Your personal transformation is what's guiding you towards your personal abundance also, okay? And your ability to help others transform. And you doing it in a relaxed way matters. Relaxation. You're moving towards a more calm, peaceful, relaxed life, Divine Feminine. Right? You can take it easy, I'm hearing. Okay? Take it easy on yourself. Take it easy. Even when chaos or conflict arises, that's a spotlight to be aware of these envious energies that may be around you, but your energy is at peace. Your energy is relaxed. And the more you can relax as you're going through these personal transformations, the more you can cherish your abundance as it comes in, because abundance comes in many forms. It's not just financial. It's in regards to spiritual abundance, emotional abundance, mental abundance, abundance in regards to relationship, whether they're karmic or divine. Right? There's going to be a mix of relationships that Spirit's going to put along your path, and it's all meant to serve your highest good of personal transformation. So viewing all of your life as a celebration and as abundant, it helps you to continue to walk in joy, right, is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's look at these masculines in regards to their energy over here of hardship and money and their blossoming abundance. What is their blossoming abundance for the masculine? Insight. So masculine is gaining insight, feminine, just like, it's all about the insights. You guys go watch the Celestine Prophecies if you haven't watched that movie. Or better yet, if you got time to read the book, I would suggest reading the book, okay? Because that's the time we're in. Sorry for the noise in the background. They're emptying the dumpster out back. So masculine is gaining some insight on how to plant their seeds more abundantly, to come out of these hardships, how to recognize karmic relationships versus divine partnerships, okay? They're gaining insight around their own hostile energies, their own fight or flight striving energy that they're used to moving in the world, right? They're coming into a divine union energetically. Yeah, they're clearing their energy. Clear your energy, masculine. So the masculine is gaining insight about how to clear their energy, and they're also gaining insight about why there's a need to clear their energy from karmic patterns, from hostile patterns that they've been moving in their own lives. So Spirit's teaching them how to clear their energy to move, and they're using this blossom of abundance as like as like the, what do you call it, Spirit? The carrot, right? The little dangling the carrot to guide them type thing. It's this blossoming abundance that Spirit's using here. Yeah, to get energetic movement, to get them to move the energies, right? I can't make this up. Seriously, it's their energetic movement. So Spirit's helping them clear their energy, but they're using this blossoming abundance, and they're using the open doors and the closed doors that they may face as signposts, as cues of how their energy is moving and in what ways to move that energy. Okay, that's how they're being guided right now. It's in regards to finances and dreams and waking up from the illusions of hostile energy is what I'm seeing for these masculines. Anything else coming up in the near future? Okay, masculine. In the near future, yeah, stay determined. Determination and drive. Spirit is not going to let up on these masculines. So your determination is like, that's the drive. The Spirit's like replacing the old hostile understanding of what does it mean to have a drive. Not a strive, right? They're teaching you how to go from striving, okay, to having true divine drive in this life, right? How to be determined to stay in sync with the divine's drive for you. So instead of you striving and guiding your own life, masculine, it's like you're being driven by the Most High. I'm sorry to compare you to these little rats, but it's like the Most High sitting in this chariot with this whip, and you guys he's showing you, right? He's got his little divine feminine. You're the little rat in front of the divine with the whip here. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what they're showing me. Okay, and you're like saying, hiya, masculine, this is the way to do it. Don't follow the karmic way. Don't listen to those karmics. Come on. I might give you a little pat on the butt, but it ain't near as hard as what these karmics are giving you when they drop your ass on your head. Okay? This is kind of what I'm getting. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, masculines are being driven by the Most High right now. Yeah, into spiritual practice, into understanding spirit, into following the divine spiritual practice, into understanding you, divine feminine, right? They're not looking at, like, they may still be some, but they're now interested in what this whole spiritual thing is, divine feminine. They're not looking at you like you're crazy no more, that you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, this is just some new age woo-woo stuff that divine feminine has latched onto, and we'll just let her run with it for a while. But man, she's crazy. What is she thinking? Now they're interested, divine feminine. Okay, they want to be part of this spiritual practice too. They're interested in what you got going on over here in your little beautiful, relaxed energy, going through your personal transformations, growing your capacity to love and be open. They're like, man, she's changed. I can't trigger her with my emotional hostilities anymore. So this spiritual practice she's got going on, there must be something to it, right? There must really be something to it. That's you being an example, divine feminine. It's beautiful the way you guys are working here, okay? So now masculine's like, his interest is piqued. A lot of them maybe, asking deeper spiritual questions. They are. And the more that they learn to get in sync with the divine's drive and to be determined to let go of these hostile energies, these karmic energies they've been accepting and moving in, the more they're coming into alignment with spiritual practice. They're gonna see a shift in their own lives in regards to their finances. Okay, and that's like Spirit kept saying, that's like the carrot in front of them. It's like their guidance to help them move this energy, because masculines are all about that money, right? But Spirit's going to use that to help them clear their energy and to move in the energy and to help give them some insight. So it's all about finances and money for this masculine. So masculines, if you're having hardships around money, it's a spirit trying to tell you, follow me, okay? Search for your spiritual practice. Search for some deeper answers. Break free from the illusions. And as soon as you take that first brave step to move away from a karmic pattern, okay, that's within yourself, or a karmic partner that's in your environment, you're going to see some type of blessing come in financially, and that's going to be like, it's almost like that's going to be a believer. It's going to make a believer out of you, Spirit's saying. It just takes that first step on the masculine's part to move away from these hostile romances, these hostile patterns around romance, these hostile patterns around their own abundance and what's expected of them, okay? Spirit's teaching the masculines how to follow their passion and their dreams is what I'm seeing, all right? So, okay, guys, I'm going to pull a chakra card for the feminine and one for the masculine, and then we're going to go, because I'm going to go get myself woke up, drink me some coffee. It's early this morning where I'm at, so. All right, so Divine Feminine, moving forward, what does Spirit want Divine Feminine just, to remember or be focused on moving forward? Because I feel like the main thing for you, Feminine, is just owning your feelings. Do not close down your capacity to love. It doesn't matter if they're karmic or divine energy. We love them all the same, right? And to be relaxed. Just to walk forward and be relaxed on this journey, being divinely guided, trusting in the divine, trusting in the divine's plan, knowing that you've broken free from some ancestral patterns here, and being proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself, Spirit saying, okay? But what do you want the feminines to be in remembrance of here? To always speak your truth in setting your boundaries, right? As long as it's your truth, right? That's your boundary. Your truth is your boundary, Spirit's saying. So set your boundaries, but set your boundaries with love, because that's how you're teaching others. It says, I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and feelings. And, right, not holding back your feelings from these masculines like you did in the past when you were in your karmic energy, right? Karmic energies will coddle and say what they want because they don't want to lose the masculine, or they don't want to lose someone out of their life, and right, they want things to be easy, so we hold back our truth. We don't set our personal boundaries or teach them how to love us, because we're so worried about how can we love them kind of thing. So we've like smashed our own boundaries in the past. But Divine Feminine, you get this. You understand how important setting your boundaries is. You're not going to sit back and coddle and accept these masculines or anyone in your life sitting in karmic energy. You're going to set your boundaries, because by setting your boundaries is you respecting yourself and you teaching them how to come out of their own karmic energy. Okay? So express your thoughts and your feelings freely, but from a place of love, not judgment. That's important. I am aware of excessively wanting to please others. I will maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes, and no when I want to say no. I speak up for myself, and I set boundaries regarding other people's behavior. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support, rather than telling them what I don't want, right? So from a place of love, when you're telling them what you do want, versus a place of judgment when you're saying what you don't want, or when you're like, well, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, and you're not treating me right here. It's not about coming at it from that direction, right? It's about coming from a direction of love and saying, this is how I love myself, and so this is how I expect you to love me, right? And if someone steps over those boundaries after you've set that boundary, okay, then it's your right to protect yourself. It's your right to remove yourself from a situation, or to speak up for yourself in a situation. It's all up to you how you want to handle it, but it's about laying down the boundaries, okay, laying out the guidelines of what you expect, Divine Feminine, and when those boundaries are crossed, knowing that it's okay to own your feelings in the moment and speak up, but from a place of love, Not a place of aggression, not a place of victimhood, right? Not a place of fear, but a place of love. And this is what I expect, right? It's okay. Anyways, divine masculines. What do you want to leave for the divine masculines here, Spirit? What do you want to tell these masculines who are gaining insight around how to move their energy? They're gaining insight around spiritual practice. They're gaining insight around the divine feminine. You're not so crazy, divine feminine, right? You're not the woo-woo like they thought you was, right? They're like, man, she's got it going on. Look at her. They're like admiring you, divine feminine. These masculines are. You definitely piqued their interest. They know what hostile energy they've put you through, divine feminine. They know the hostilities they've sent towards you, but your capacity to love has never wavered, and that's impressive. They know, they're like, it's like you're this bright light that's shining the divine way on a path full of karmic energy that they're used to seeing and moving in. You're that spot of divinity there. So continue to be that, divine feminine. Yes. Okay, masculine, your inner harmony is in reverse. So masculines Spirit wants you to focus on balancing your inner harmony, taking your power back in your inner world, taking your power back over those running thoughts that are playing like a broken record in your mind, taking your power back around triggered emotions, okay, and coming into alignment with your own inner wisdom. And not being afraid to move when your inner self has a peace with, right? Your peace is what guides you, masculine. Guide yourself into peace. That's your divine guidance. It will lead you to, it might not be an easy step to take for peace. Sometimes to gain this peace, it's a step of, it's a hard step, right? It's a hard step forward. It's a scary step forward. You don't know how it's going to work out, or you know, you're worried about how people are going to judge you for taking this step or that step. But by holding yourself back, you have a war within yourself happening between your heart and your mind, and you're not in harmony when you hold yourself back. So when you do take that scary step, you know it's going to bring you peace. You don't know how you're going to get to that peace, but you know it's the direction that's more peaceful for you. Your inner life will come back into harmony. And that's how you make these, you clear your energy, and you're being energetically moved by the divine. Divine's guiding you into an inner harmony. So when your inner life is out of harmony, okay, that's a cue always that Spirit's trying to get you to move this way or move that way, or understand and gain an insight about this or gain an insight about that, right? Anyways, I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or of others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of all my thoughts and actions is trust in myself. And then trust in yourself, and trust in your insight and your divine guidance, your harmonious divine guidance that comes from within. You got to let go of these hostile energies that have been coddling you, or your own illusion around these hostile energies that you've been holding on to in regards to your hardships and how you view money and abundance, masculine. Some of you guys are holding yourselves to situations because you're afraid to lose money, or you're afraid to lose abundance. You're afraid that there will be hardship. So if that's the case, you're going to face hardship in whatever illusionary situation you're holding yourself to, and your money will be affected in a negative way. That's a sure sign that Spirit's telling you it's time to be brave and step outside of your comfort zone here, so that you can move towards what the divine wants to give you as your blossoming abundance, okay? Anyways, I love you so much, Soul Tribe. Please like, share, or subscribe. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Have a blessed day.